Something about talking about women makes a good man want to yell, feel bad for them, and be angry at them at the same time. Truly, if you insist on love, truly it becomes a love-hate relationship. But if you're a man of God, you must default with abandoning them. Women, you are going a place I cannot follow. I cannot follow and even say that I'm a decent person. You have given me no avenue but to separate myself from you. Now let us talk about the resulting misdiagnoses and labels, right? Label, right? Label, bail, the bowl that covers the light, right? Label. So what labels do these pun-having, wordplay, phonetics, etymology, linguistics, morphology, to form, right? What form? What wordplay? Vowel, consonant, con, sun, on. Consonant, right? The T is the feminine suffix like bat, the Egyptian deity. The T is the plus. It can be removed. It is the feminine spirit adding on her twist to the order. The beta male has more in common with the female than the alpha male if he doesn't come into the spirit of the alpha male. Basically, I mean, it's really that simple. Anyway, the Old English, of course, the T and the H are added, right? And therefore, in English themselves, they have removed it. So there's a lot of evidence that make it a no-brainer that the wordplay is fair. And when you add the idea of the idea adding up, it's over. Bottom line is, even if I was fooled about the wordplay, okay, on some weird twist of fate, right? Scrabble, crossword puzzles, bingo, the studies they've done about how they misspell words and the mind will adjust the spelling when they read the misspelling, and so on. Okay, even if I was wrong about this, which is insane. The letters are symbols as well. Okay, and it goes back to the bell, right? Symbol, right? Bull. Okay, even if I was wrong, the idea is correct. So let's look at these ideas, shall we? Mental health. Now that I wanted to get right to it, but I had to say that for those of you who are new. Let's get to it. Bipolar. Or. Bisexual, phallic symbol, polis, cult center, city center, politics, pull us. The pushing and the pulling, the penetrating and the pulling of the pull during sexual intercourse. Bipolar. Yes, it relates to sex. Yes, they want you to be a beta male for the reasons I've described. More, they want you to submit to the mental penetration, the mind, to mind the brain, the minding, okay, the surgery, the operation, the project, the experiment. Bipolar, bisexual pull, or what? Roll up, okay? Ra-el up, Obi. Okay, so what happens if you insist on the path of Ra? Goodbye, bye, pull, or. Ra, loop, Obi. Goodbye, bye, pull, your. Ra, lip, Obi. Sun temple, dark skin, big lips. The sun shines on people. Getting a tan at the beach. Okay, look, I'm not racist. I'm part white. In many ways, I'm truly qualified to be a divine referee. The white-skinned peoples of the world, the white Asians, the white people, the white Jews, and the dark-skinned people of the world, the indigenous, various dark-skinned indigenous peoples, the black people, and so on, right? They call them the sand N-words, the jungle bunnies, right? Reproductive cycle, raw hair, akati, har, hair, jungle bunny. They're pretty much saying, look, they're black, and we're going to say they're white, and you're going to roll with it. That's why we still call them sand ones. That's why we still call them jungle ones, dune, coons, and so on. Schizophrenia. Skies, free. Okay. No, a. So the sky, which is the atmosphere, tef, nut, shoe, right? Jeb violated his sister in some stories, his mother's in other stories, and chased away Shu, who was subordinate to the true light, the sun. Jeb, okay, jab, bag, you know, you put her in the sack, right? Anyway, sky of Ra, no A. So if you insist on the divine reproductive cycle and the resulting atmosphere, the ambience, the ethos of the society, of that culture, and so on, to be consistent with Ra's principles of martial arts, loyalty to the divine principles of good, and Horus as the divinely begotten son of Ra, then you must be living in your own world, you must be hearing voices, you must be out of touch, schizophrenic. Now, I'm not saying that some people don't suffer brain damage and hear voices. I'm sure they found ways to put chemicals in the environment, in the food, in the air, etc., radiation, whatever, however they do it, to make it so that people hear voices in their heads. I'm sure they target people that are more likely to have a higher frequency of people that choose the path, a higher path of the sun spirit, the true message of the Sunday school people in the Bible, the hidden, obscure message. Just like this wordplay is hidden and obscured. In a society that has obscured things, it is logical to assume that in the compatible religions and philosophies of society, the truth is obscured, and they are mocking you with it. It is stupid not to see it that way. A in your foe's eye sees. Going backwards. A in your, you are. Foe, PH becomes the S. Okay, foes, PH becomes the F, F-O-Z. Foes, I, sees. Also cheese. Okay. Excuse me, foes, I sees, right? Period. The next one is cheese off, right? Your chi, the worldly energy. Right, the worldly energy, they're supposed to be receptive to the ideas of Ra, but is a whore that rode the beast. The worldly energy is the whore, the harlot, the whore that was raised and conditioned by God, that allowed herself to ride the world serpent and Set and men. His cult center is chemistry. Cheese off, ruin I-A. From the perspective of the sophisticated, remember, sophisticated means worldly, in worldly terms, technology, worldly, secular, profane. From their perspective, your chi is off, and they have to ruin what makes it off, which is the I of A, with psych, meds, pharmakeia, which was also what was fed to Saturn, according to the book of Circe. Pharmakeia, sorcery, drugged herbs, drugged substances fed to Saturn by, or Kronos, by Zeus, who is parallel to, compared to Jupiter, the main deity of the old and the new Capitoline triad of Rome. Moving on, schizoaffective, skies, S-C-H-I-Z becomes skies, O, of, face, I, vi. Fact. What are the facts and why? I, vi, the perspective. To you, I. Depression. Of course, there's more, these are the key parts of the wordplay. Depression, de, press, I, in, on. I challenge you to find wordplay in these words that disproves these ideas and that suggests that these aren't the central ideas of this. This is what you need to know. Everything else is just overkill in that. Depression, de, press, I, in, on. Deep Ra's I in on. Day praise I on. People who are depressed are sensitive to their situation. They are not desensitized by having a worldly, sophisticated, make-a-killing, technocrat, indifferent, corporate-sponsored, kleptocrat, plutocrat, murderous, eugenic philosophy. They are sensitive because they still have some humanity. So they are labeled as this person needs to lay the bull, give them a fat, unattractive bitch, give them a sick-in-the-head bitch, drug them, interfere with their reproductive cycle because they did not lay the bull. Instead, their L is the A, and their Ba is the true L, which is Ra. And his only begotten son, Haru Horus. Face us. Heart, har. Hurt, her. Her, hurt. Why are you hurt? Because of her. What is the difference between a heart and har? Har is the principles that the heart is meant to connect to. The heart that sways in favor of the bullshit is void of har. Har I, har you, har oh, har a. The heir to the throne given by God. Ra. Not the dog star, not Venus, the morning and the evening star, but the true morning star, the sun. All right, there's a lot of wordplay around silk, class, civility. I won't get into that. These are the major labels. Of course, there's obsessive compulsive. Why are you obsessed with something? It has to do with something you're missing. Sensitivity, desensitivity, perspective, drugging, chemistry, substances. You have chemistry because we have put chemicals in the fucking food, in the water. Even sugars make you unfocused to make you more susceptible to our suggestions. It's because of your suggestibility. So your ability is determined by your suggestibility one way or another. And that goes back to subliminal messages. Subliminal messages are really a distraction. Is there something there? Perhaps. But really, it is what you do see that seeps into your subconscious that rules your unconscious and automatic behaviors. Your subconscious processes that determine your behavior. When you consciously think of something, what makes you feel a certain way, it is your subconscious mental processes that have everything to do with your perspective and your stance, your pre-existing stance on that subject, which is forming and is formed by and is forming your future subconscious processes. They are adequate to evoke a response or induce a sensation. Stimuli, stimulus, stimulate. Thank you.